Public service is viewed by many as having a bureaucratic structure that hinders rather than promotes speedy delivery of government policies and programs to the people. The public identifies public service as uninteresting and old-fashioned, a file-oriented system, and individuals without initiative or drive. Such an understanding have oftentimes informed the relegation of public service among the most prized and highly rated profession of today, such as banking, marketing, advertising, amongst others. Unfortunately, this view does not capture the essence of this service. The role of public service as an integral part of governance begins with policy initiation, formulation and execution, translating decisions on paper to concrete and physical projects. The truth is that public service remains the most formidable arm of service delivery for any government that truly intends to serve the people. Like every other service-oriented organization, the need for public service to review and perhaps reform the way it conducts its business have been the concern of various administrations. Typical of bureaucracies, the speed and the commitment to official transactions can be improved upon if the necessary attention is given to it. The essence is that with efficient delivery of services, government is more responsible and responsive to the yearnings of the people who would be better served. This also impacts on the economic growth and development as government is proactive in providing a conducive environment for business to thrive. This is why the Lagos State Public Service is today more passionate and focused on service delivery to members of the public. As a proactive government, this commitment has been brought to the front burner by Governor Babatunde Fashola's administration. In its desire to redefine and transform the template of service delivery in the state, the administration, through the Office of Transformation, on 3rd of July 2012, launched the Service Charter Strategy.
Why can't we compete with the quality of service in the private sector? Why are public schools not better than private schools? Why are public hospitals not better than private hospitals? Why are our offices not better than offices in the banks? Why is it difficult to get our message out? Why do private companies, when they want to launch a brand, take front page, and when we have a message to send, we bury it inside the newspapers? Do they have more resources than us, or do they have greater commitment than we have? And of course, that was where we started from. And I asked myself, why should somebody come here in the pursuit of service, and there's nobody at the front desk to say, how are you, sir? How are you, ma'am? How can I help you? For me, it is a momentous privilege, and it should be for you, to be able to make the water that we will drink, to be able to build the roads that I will drive on, to be able to build the cemetery where I will be buried, or to build a hospital that will look after me in my old age. 18 million people could have had that opportunity. It was only a few 100,000 of us. We consulted with those who had done it before. We engaged a private organization, PricewaterhouseCoopers. We delivered a project called Project Wheel, and those of you who have been through will be familiar with it. We arranged our institutions and created everything together into an office called the Office of Transformation. Yes, there has been some afflictions with the word transformation, but this is a process that is 3 years old. We have planned cautiously, we have reviewed meticulously. And this is one transformation exercise that will succeed. To quickly nip problems in the bud, to see how well our plan is working in the first quarter, to adjust in the second quarter, to see where revenues are failing in one quarter, to give help and channel resources to that department, to see where implementation is failing. And this is the reason why we are the only state today that has recorded no less than 70% budget performance in the whole country. And from now on, we have signed therefore the public service delivery in Lagos State, which will be defined by a total commitment to excellent service. It is therefore my honor and pleasure to formally inaugurate this service charter, which contains our objectives and our goals. It contains our help desk and help numbers and who to lodge your complaints to. And of course, in doing so, I want to thank our development partners, David, Spark, and the entire public service who have brought us this far.
This initiative was made to demystify the various processes involved in accessing service windows available across ministries, departments, and agencies. Service Charter is a public document that informs the citizens about functions of ministries, departments, and agencies of the state government. It outlines the statutory responsibilities of each MDA, citizens' rights and responsibilities, as well as relevant communication avenues between the government and the people. The Service Charter is designed to empower the people of Lagos to ask questions on issues and policies that affect their general well-being. It also is to facilitate and serve as a catalyst for change management and institutional reforms in the state public service through collaborative partnership with local and international agencies. It describes the principle governing the provision of services to the citizens. It must be mentioned also that there are components of the Service Charter which includes the description of the services provided by the MDAs, the service pledge that describes the general quality of service delivery, focusing on openness, fairness, courtesy, and professionalism. The Service Charter also focuses on timeliness, access, and accuracy.
Lagos State is a trailblazer. What I heard about Lagos State civil service was just awesome. Outside, there was a professor there who said, I think they should take the whole of the public servants in Lagos State to Abuja. So we are going places, and many thanks to all the civil servants. When we called you out for this project called Service Charter, if you didn't embrace it, it wouldn't have been possible. But in the spirit of Lagosians and people who live therein, you embraced it. There's a lot of difference out there. Our outlook to things. I once had a visitor to our office, I'm sure some of you had, and the visitor was so impressed by what he saw, he sent a text to the governor. So, I want you to know that what you do is being noticed, no matter how little it is. And because people notice us, because we're a service-oriented government, a government that seeks to please the people at all times. That is our motto in Lagos State, and that is what we will continue to do.
Since the inception of this service window, various establishments of the state government have recorded improved service delivery. The ministries, departments, and agencies that pioneered the course are now functionally open to the public. These MDAs include the Lagos State Civil Service Commission, the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Ministry of Education, Office of Establishment and Pension, the Ministry of Health, Lagos State House of Assembly, Lands Bureau, Lagos State Waste Management Authority, and the Public Service Office, amongst others. In order to deepen the core values being driven through the Service Charter within and outside the service, the administration, through the Office of Transformation, organized the first Service Charter Week. The program, which ran from 13th to 16th of May of 2014, featured interesting activities like seminars, symposium, experience sharing moments, dinner, and presentation of awards.
Mrs. Jones. The Office of Transformation, as a coordinating agency for the public service reforms, has therefore put this Service Charter Week together to achieve the following objectives. To celebrate and further showcase the potential of the initiative to improve service delivery in the state public service, to reflect on achievements and challenges of the initiative, and to collectively chart a new course for continuous improvement and sustainability. This is a clear evidence of the confidence reposed in this administration as a model of good governance.
Day 1 of the event featured a symposium held at the Adeyemi Bero Auditorium with a lecture titled Service Charter, Enhancing Economic Growth Through Effective Service Delivery. It was delivered by Mrs. Olubumi Fabanwo, the Director General of the Public Service Staff Development Center in Magodo. The paper x-rayed the economic opportunities that abound in the state and how the state public service can serve as a catalyst for its development.
I'm sure we all agree that personalities go and come. They either go because their time is up physically, or they go because their time is up also by virtue of age, by virtue of terms of lifetime spent in service, or by whatever means. And so that is why this issue of service charter becomes a must-do for Lagos State. Indeed, citizens all over the world, not just in Lagos, they have suddenly become victims of very opaque, non-clear service delivery. So they don't even know what to expect when they get to a ministry or an agency. But good, but now in Lagos, it is clear to us that we need to let them know what to expect. When they begin to know what to expect from our ministries, they can demand, they can make necessary demands from us. I'm saying that Service Charter is a powerful tool among other tools. There are other tools too to define quality.
One of the keynote speakers was the immediate past head of service, Prince Adeshegun Oglewe, presenting a paper on nurturing the Service Charter Initiative. The technocrat, whose tenure as the head of service saw the birth of the Service Charter, emphasized the need to sustain the gains so far made through the initiative.
Service Charter is an integral part of the overall public service management reform that started in 2007 in the state at the instance of the President's administration under the leadership of the state governor, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola SAN. Therefore, to nurture this initiative, it has to go hand in hand with other items on the reform agenda, such as the mandate mapping exercise, aimed at ensuring that ministries, departments, and agencies of government have very clear, unambiguous, and understandable assignments of ministerial responsibilities known to members of staff and the general public. Since the public service is a web of activities that should complement one another, every member of staff should know and understand the linkage between and among ministry departments and agencies.
There is no government that can survive on its own. This is why the present administration is fully aware of the need to actively engage various stakeholders in the state. In fact, it is the duty of government to ensure continuous satisfaction of the citizens. People do not care about indices or statistics. All they want is excellent customer-centric service delivery that translates to a safe, secure, functional, and productive state. Having demonstrated its belief in the private sector through different programs under the Public-Private Partnership, the PPP, the administration again attracted the private sector, who were also well represented, to give light into why and how customers should be appreciated. Mrs. Toyin Sonny, the Group Chief Executive Officer of UBA Capital, delivered a paper on service charter, the private sector experience.
Obviously, service charters are expected in the private sector because where we come from, competition is stiff. Our ability, the health, and indeed the survival of our businesses is dependent on our ability to attract and retain customers on a consistent basis. Where we come from, it's a daily reality, and at our own end, our customers also vote. So the commitment to service excellence is important, and it's critical for both public and private sector institutions, because what gets done is what gets measured. What you don't measure will never be done. So performance evaluation is critical to service commitments. If no matter how big the charter is and how many the words are, if the personnel know that nobody is watching, nobody is measuring, nobody will get rewarded, nobody will get sanctioned, then the charter remains nothing but just another book. The more disastrous outcome is when the customer not only leaves you, but he tells everybody else about the sad and sorry experience that he has suffered at your hands, and then it prevents other people from buying your service. And that's the reason why it is very good to know that the public service of Lagos State is committing to excellent services. So embedded in that name is the concept of service, which is the fact that the main reason why the state employs these numerous individuals that work for the state is to serve the public.
The maiden event came to a peak with the recognition and acknowledgement of stakeholders that had ensured efficient service delivery on their pledges. The Ministry of Health got the award for the Best Service Charter Compliant Ministry. This position shows how passionate the government takes to healthcare service delivery in the state, and how it over the years responded and handled issues relating to healthcare provision in the state. Aside the Ministry of Health, the Public Service Office, the PSO, had improved immensely in the discharge of services to the public who come to transact business with the state government. This earned the office the Best Improved Service Charter MDA. On the same award list were the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pensions. Various categories of officers were also recognized and honored for driving the program. The categories include the Overall Service Charter Champion, Best Front Office Officer, 5 Most Committed Service Charter Permanent Secretaries, 2 Most Supportive Service Charter Honorable Commissioners, and the Most Supportive Non-Service Charter MDA.
Service Charter. The word charter means a document, an agreement. A document that signifies an agreement. It's a social agreement between the government and the service users of Lagos State. So service charter, with the word, is that we've now documented our services. As a provider, I know my responsibility, and as the users, the public also knows what is expected and their responsibility as well. So it's a social contract between the government and the users of the government services, because the services are documented, the time that the services should be delivered are documented, and if, as a user, if the time you have told me that I will deliver that service is not delivered, you have the right to complain.
The service charter has been a good initiative by the Lagos State government, because it brings more effectiveness into service delivery generally. It makes what we are doing, the service we are giving out, makes it quite open. and leaves a leeway for feedback to be achieved. I just felt that being passionate about what one is doing and being a team player, because we in our team believe that we really have to put this thing, put a lot of passion into it, make it work. It's a very good initiative, and we felt that, look, let's pick up our get up and go and make sure that when people come around, we welcome them warmly, give them service. Even people come over to the front desk and find out addresses about all over Alausa. They just know that Alausa, they feel the secretariat is Alausa, and naturally they come and different types of cases. You wouldn't believe it that we are open to it severally, and we thank God we've been doing our own best.
Since the public service is a web of activities that complement one another, public servants now know and understand the linkage between and among MDAs that project government policies. It is expedient to emphasize that knowledge, hard work, and honesty of purpose are not only key to the formulation of policies, but they also drive their implementation. As an administration that has constantly pursued policies designed to maintain the preeminent position of the state as the nation's leading industrial and commercial center, the present administration has brought about a transformation of Lagos in such a dramatic way. As a platform for driving this transformation, all public officers now embrace the service charter as a valued culture that has brought attitudinal reorientation, which accords clients and customers a pride of place. The twin virtues of good governance, transparency, and accountability have come to stay, and is being displayed in and outside of government ministries, departments, and agencies. After 2 years of its implementation, the Service Charter has proved to be a unique instrument in the hands of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola and his administration for the rebirth of Lagos State Public Service. If the principles are kept and observed, there is no doubt that the state's public service would retain its foremost and excellent status.